Using a very simple mnemonic, we are diving into the fascinating world of hormones, and our focuses will be on aldosterone synthesis. I would like to explain in the simplest and clearest way possible, so let's get started. When we talk about aldosterone, we're basically talking about a hormone. And notice that this is the vital hormone which is being produced by the adrenal gland. And this is a roughly sketch of the adrenal gland, and the adrenal gland basically sits on top of our kidney. Notice that the production of this hormone happens in the outer layer of the adrenal cortex, which we call the zona glomerulosa. Because we made mention earlier, we said the adrenal cortex is being divided into three zones. The first zone is the zona glomerulosa. And we have the next one, which is fasciculata. And the last but not the least, which is rericularis. So notice that when we talk about the synthesis of the aldosterone, you should know that it occurs in the zona glomerulosa, which is the first one. That is of the adrenal cortex, and this happens through a multiple-step process involving a various enzymes. So in today's video, I'm not going to go deep into those processes talking about the enzymes. We're just simply going to use some basic mnemonic that can help you to memorize it so that you can use it and write your exams. So feel free to grab a pen so that we can write together. This is how the mnemonic starts. But remember, we said, let's write on top, we said aldosterone is aldosterone synthesis. Right? So let's write the mnemonic. The first thing I need you to write is cat. Prefer pizza on 11, but this 11 in the bracket, feel free to write DOC. So let me go back again. Cats prefer pizza on 11 chairs always. This makes sense, right? So notice that the cat simply stands for the cholesterol. And here we have 2P. But to make it easier, since we said the goal is to produce aldosterone, if this first one is cholesterol, our last one is simply going to be aldosterone. And here we have our P. We have 2P, which is prefer and pizza. So this first one is going to be pregnenolone. And here we have our pizza, which is going to be progesterone. So next thing which we have on the list is DOC. Notice that this is simply an abbreviation, which stands for deoxycorticosterone. Deoxycorticosterone. And here we have our chair, which the main important thing here is C, which stands for the corticosterone. So if you are to arrange this, basically we are going to say from cholesterol we have a conversion into pregnenolone. From pregnenolone we have a conversion into progesterone, deoxycorticosterone, corticosterone, and then aldosterone. So what about the enzymes? Let's assume there is a guy called a Charlie. Let's call this guy to be Charlie, which is a name. So what this guy does, but before then, feel free to, I don't know, maybe you can just memorize the numbers, which is going to be 3, 21, 11, 17. I feel like this is simple. 3, 21, 11, 17. To make it ridiculously easier, notice that the 3 is less than 21 and 11 is also less than 17. So what really happened to this guy, which is Charlie? He simply destroyed. What does he destroy? He destroyed 3 big heroes. He destroyed a group of heroes, but the first group is 3 big heroes. Then he went ahead and destroyed another 21, but this time around there is no specification. So we can say he destroyed 21 heroes. Next thing which we have is the 11. He also killed 11 brave heroes. And he also destroyed 17 amazing heroes. So after destroying amazing heroes, that is 17 amazing heroes, we have the last but not the least, which is A. So here we can set alligator, love dancing. So notice that this is a mnemonic for the enzymes. We said Charlie destroyed 3 big heroes, 21 heroes, 11 brave heroes, 17 amazing heroes, and alligator love dancing. So notice that the Charlie and destroy, this simply stand for cholesterol desmolase. So destroy and Charlie has been left out. So what about 3 big hero is going to be 3. This is out. Big is going to be beta. And heroes is going to be high drug steroid dehydrogenase. So what about the remaining ones, which is hero? So this is simply going to stand for, if you see any other hero, it's going to be hydroxylase. So this is going to be 21 hydroxylase, and this is going to be 11. This is out. Brave is going to be beta, right? Then here is going to be hydroxylase. So what about the amazing? This is going to be 17. Amazing simply stands for alpha. Alpha hydroxylase. So the last but not the least, which is alligator love dancing, which is basically going to be aldosterone. And the last but not the least, we have another important enzymes. But first of all, let's try to arrange it and see. So starting from the beginning, at this point, we can feel free to delete the mnemonic, starting from the cat, right? So, okay, let's copy it now. Here we have cholesterol. Cholesterol, which will basically convert it into pregnenolone. With the help of which enzymes? This is the first enzymes. So this is gone and this is gone. The enzymes is going to be cholesterol desmolase. Cholesterol desmolase. And pregnenolone is going to be converted into progesterone. So what enzymes is responsible for that? Which is the second enzymes, which is going to be 3-beta hydroxysteroid dehydrogenase. So the next one which we have on the list is the conversion of progesterone into deoxycorticosterone. Progesterone is simply going to be converted to deoxycorticosterone, which is going to be done by the help of this enzyme, which is the 21-dehydroxylase. So let's take a very quick recap. We said the first mnemonic which we're going to use is cat, prefer, pexer, on 11 chair, and here's feel free to write DOC, which simply stands for deoxycorticosterone. And here is going to be chair, and here is going to be always. And here we said this simply stands for the aldosterone, corticosterone, deoxycorticosterone, progesterone, pregnenolone, and here is going to be the cholesterol. So in the part of the enzymes, we said we basically start for the Charlie, which should destroy 3 big heroes, which B simply stand for the beta, and the H simply stand for hydroxysteroid dehydrogenase. So this is it for this problem. I hope you find it helpful. If you do, just do me a favor by just hitting on the subscribe button. Thank you, and see you next time. Isn't a very simple mnemonic.